Welcome back to Africa. We have a religious plot on our hands. Our security service have been watching the group of religious extremists known as the Sacred Sword for some time, and recent statements by their leader have given us cause for concern. The organisation has become more militant, often advocating violence and direct attacks against non-believers, and specifically my government. We believe this represents a material threat to our security. We should keep a close eye on them, and we most certainly will. We will. So the economy is doing well. Poverty has started to come down. We'll be very happy with this. We still have a £7 billion surplus. Well, it's too small to go. Lowering taxes, it does leave us in a good position overall. There have been calls to leave a union. As a member of a strong intergovernmental organisation, our laws and economic policy are influenced by a harmonisation process among its member states. There have been a rising sentiment of dissatisfaction with the influence of this organisation over our society. And we have two options, of course. Number one, make the decision. We are, in fact, the leader of this country, and we will make the decision about this matter. The implications of exiting the international coalition are far too wide-reaching and nuanced for the average voter to conceivably understand. Or we could hold a referendum, and decisions made by the political body for the intergovernmental organisation affect our citizens and their daily lives. This is not right that they do not have a direct say in whether they accept this international governance. So we should hold a referendum and let the people decide whether we should stay or remain. I'm all in favour of holding a referendum. I don't see any reason why we should not, so I will hold a referendum right there. Let's have a look at how things stand. Liberalists are up, state employees are up, self-employed are up, conservatives are up, but religion still a problem. The religious groups are still very difficult for us. So let's have a look at the policy ideas, see if we can't bring something in that will make them happy. In fact, I'll tell you what we'll do first of all. Let's have a look at what's making them unhappy. Creationism versus evolution. Legalize of prostitution. This was something I wanted to cancel from day one, and it's something I will cancel right now. Because we can only change it to low or none. And that still isn't really what we're after. So we want to cancel this completely, scrap it. We don't have a policy on it whatsoever. It does only leave us with 4 political capital for this turn, so that does obviously present its own problems. Let's have a look through what we could perhaps introduce just to try and see if there's anything we can do. I know that the Patriots don't particularly like me. It saddens me to know this, but I do know this. If we were to hold a National Armed Forces Week, then heroes and protectors of our admittedly small armed forces would be recognised, and by establishing a National Armed Forces Week, this can be done to celebrate service for the country and make them feel appreciated. So let's do that. We don't have to spend a great deal on it, but we could spend a couple of billion on it. It wouldn't be the end of the world. It would bring Patriots and their membership back on side. I would be fairly happy with that. There's only 2 political capital left. Do we have anything that we can spend on? Tourism campaign, alcohol awareness campaign, some clean energy subsidies, Youth Politics Council, Social Justice Foundation, a healthy eating campaign, a witness protection programme, and a couple of initiatives that we could have here. So let's have a closer look. I don't think it would do us any harm whatsoever to have some clean energy subsidies. I think, somewhere in the region of about 3.5 billion would be absolutely fine. Environmentalists would be happy, the environment and energy efficiency would be good, power blackouts, chance that would go down. So very happy with that overall. I don't see any reason not to go ahead with that. The budget, however, for the first time since I've taken office, our expenditure exceeds our income. Now, it's not bad at the moment because, I say, the charts will show we have a great credit rating, reserves of 151 billion in the reserve, interest rate of almost non-existent. So, realistically, I'm not too upset with how things are. What I want to do, however, is maybe try and balance the books rather than, continue to spend without bringing anything back in. So maybe in the next couple of episodes we'll maybe try and take a look at see if we can't just raise some more money. I was hoping to do it through raising the GDP, but it seems unlikely that that's going to happen. As you can see, the relative GDP has actually stayed rock bottom. So join me in the next episode and we will have a look and see if we can't perhaps try and do something about it. Thank you very much for joining me for this quarter. I will see you next time. God bless.